Young Dolph was murdered right before his annual turkey giveaway, and
Crazy.
that was really sad. He was
Crazy.
gunned down while he was purchasing cookies for his mama.
Well, fuck the fact that he was purchasing cookies. The fact that you can't even like walk around the hood that you grew up in and not be a target in 2021.
Yeah, that's really sad.
There is so many ways to get money out here,
Hmm.
and there's still people running up on people that's they know is a great contribution to their community
Hmm.
and taking them out. Now,
Hmm.
now who's going to contribute? Not the politicians.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
going to contribute to Memphis? Memphis is like one of those backyard type of places. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Hmm.
a big fan of Juicy J. Shout out to Juicy J.
Hmm.
He's from Memphis, and like, it's rough. And for young Dolph to be out there, spreading his joy and spreading his money around, making people families happy, like,
Yeah.
and they just took him out. Who's going to do it now? That's the
Right.
question. Who's going to
And
do it?
and like he was murdered on the same week of his turkey giveaway. Can I just say that again? It's a reminder, like he was trying to do good things for his community.
Hmm.
He was trying. And it's so sad, as you just said, but he was laid to rest this week.
You know what it is, man? Like, I just feel like everybody, like, in the hood, like they feel like, okay, if this dude is getting so much attention, if I take him out, not only would I gain the attention that he was getting because now all the people that know him is gonna know me, but I'm gonna be that dude that did it. Like, I think that just because what else drives the motive other than
I
street
was
cred?
wondering that. It's like what do you gain?
Because you could rob
Like
a bank, you could rob an ATM, you could rob a store, but you go up to a dude that you, I don't know, man. Life is just crazy, and it's too short.
it is way too short. And so and really and truly, I first of all, rest in peace to young Dolph. I just want to say
Rest in
that
peace,
before
young Dolph.
I say anything else. Rest in peace to young Dolph, and I hope that his family can find some peace and privacy, and make time for their healing in this moment, because it's really sad. It's really horrible what happened to him. He didn't deserve that. But on a side note, I do want to say though that I saw a couple of clips replaying where he went on Drink Champs,
Hmm.
and Nori called it out. He's like he swiftly, like, it was real smooth, but he like mentions to him like, hey, you know what, listen, it's great, what you do for your community and everything like that. It's great that you feel like you can walk around without security and all of that stuff, and you can go back into your hood, but when you gain a certain popularity or a certain notoriety, you really should move. And I think and that's not just for Dolph, but that's for any and everybody. That's
Yeah,
for all of us,
absolutely.
right? When you get to a certain
But
level, because we
why?
know what that level
That's
is.
only in the
When you
hood,
get to
though,
a certain level, okay,
and that's the sad part.
it,
Because if it's a white dude in a trailer
but that's
home,
the culture, and we know that.
yeah, it's
That's
sad.
the
It's
culture.
sad.
That's the that's a part of our culture for real. Like, unfortunately, in our culture,
We don't
th- there's
protect
there's there's pro- there's good and bad.
our culture. Don't protect the untouchables, man. Like even like with Nipsey Hussle, like
Hmm.
all the untouchables, all the people that was sitting there making a plan, like they died and that was it. Like
Mm.
nothing else came after that. Like
Mhm.
I understand like people was doing RIPs and the marathon continues and all this stuff, but
Mhm.
it's like who picks up the torch? N-
Well, we don't know right now. I don't want to make it seem like nobody is doing anything. It's just that maybe there's things happening that we don't know about right this moment, and maybe we may come to know at a future, in the near future date. However, I do realize though that it's a double-edged sword, because you realize why some people don't go back to their hood or don't want to do things for their community. Not saying that it's a right or wrong thing. It's just to say that it makes some people bitter, when things like this happen and we keep proving that same point over and over and over again. For those who of us who do believe that, like, you can't do nothing good for the hood because the hood don't love us like that. They don't love you like that, you know? So and when we see things like that, it continues to prove that point.
Yeah, and the hood is just flooded with a whole bunch of drugs and guns and no recreational activities for these boys to do, and they have nothing else to do.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
getting high, they looking at this, they looking at all these guns, they looking at all this
Mhm.
nostalgia that's gonna lead them down that dark path, and they don't got nothing else to brighten up their lights, man. You got all these people that was going into their neighborhoods, doing turkey drives, opening businesses, bringing some light to the community.
Right.
And when that light is gone, all you got is the darkness. And you see the
Mm.
hoods. The hoods is dark right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think these people, they don't know, they don't see it that way. That's all very good
Nah, you
points
can't
to
see it
make.
that way if you living in it.
Right.
You know
Yep.
what I notice about like just life in general?
Mhm.
Like sometimes you're taught the wrong things,
Mhm.
but if it's right to you and you're comfortable in it, no one could tell you that it's wrong. Especially when you get comfortable in the when you get comfortable. Let's say, so to speak, when you get comfortable in the darkness. Like when you're comfortable in it, and you know, okay, this is where I'm at. I could survive if I do A, B, C. You don't really think about getting out of it.
So do you think that's a that's like one person who does that, or do you think that it's people around you who enable that, and who you're feeding off of that energy based on everybody who's around?
Well, I think is
Right?
that
Because everybody's
it's a
into that and
combination.
everybody has that mindset, like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, you know, day to day, we do this, we do that, and it's nothing positive.
Yeah, but it's the combination. The thing that's like holding the community back is just simply resources.
Okay.
That's it. Resources.
Okay.
There's no resources, so it's like Wild Wild West. Everybody want what you got, and they, you know what I mean? Like it's no resources.
Mm. Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
I hear that. Well, thank you.